And first up on The Factor tonight, we're talking age gaps in relationships. A mother in Philadelphia was unhappy after learning about her 18-year-old daughter's 40-year-old boyfriend. The mother is accused of getting violent with the boyfriend. Police say she set him on fire after finding him in her home and in bed with her daughter. Now, according to police, the girl's 35-year-old mother's boyfriend also shot the daughter's boyfriend. Neighbors say they heard screams for help and saw a man running out of the building on fire. Drivers had to stop to help.
What were they doing to save his life?
They jumped out of the car and poured water on him.
And what was he doing, screaming?
Yes, somebody help me, somebody help me.
Now, the 40-year-old man suffered critical injuries. Charges have yet to be announced for the mother and her boyfriend. Many people arguing whether or not it's appropriate for a young woman to be dating a man more than twice her age. Joining us to talk about it tonight, parents Louis Hunter, Daylin Settle, therapist Dr. Christine Belliard, and licensed clinical social worker Joe Hartso. So let's begin with you, Louis. Your thoughts about this?
I would have shot him myself. You know, I mean, this guy's 40 years old. He's in my house. I don't know why, and he's in bed with my daughter. You know, and if both of them are asleep, I'm not asking questions. You know, I'd have probably went and tried to ground check him myself. But there's something sketchy going on, obviously, because, you know, it doesn't miss me that he's 40 and she's 18. But this happened at 10:30 in the morning, I believe. They came home. The parents came home and found this. So there's speculation that he spent the night.
Right.
And apparently there's also story reports that that home has had a lot of problems in the past. So I don't know whether or not this 18-year, obviously she's complicit in what's going on. But to set the guy on fire, or, you know, shoot him and set the guy on fire, that's a bit much. But it's given, you know, creepish vibes from this 40-year-old.
And Joe, does that matter if the young lady and I say lady because she's 18 years old, that she invited him over? Does that matter in the big picture? Your thoughts on this situation?
I think it absolutely matters when a woman consents. She's 18. Whether I think they should or they shouldn't be, purity culture dictates what a woman should wear, what a woman should do, who she should be with, who she shouldn't be with, where she should be, when she should be there. But that's not what, I don't see how that is beneficial, especially when she now gets to watch her boyfriend be shot and set on fire. Great, she's not in that relationship anymore, but can you imagine the damage that does?
I can imagine. I mean, she's going to have a long time dealing with that, and she may feel responsible for that as well. Dale, as a parent, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think I was raised a little different because 18 is an adult, but I was always told you're not grown at 18 until you learn how to start taking care of yourself. And I don't really think that just because this young lady is 18 years old that she is responsible enough to be able to make decisions like this on her own. I do say that as a parent, I hold the 40-year-old very responsible because he should know better to be in a room with an 18-year-old. I don't think the age gap is the problem. I think the problem is that the age of this young lady, she's not able to make really smart decisions on her own. Most kids that are 18 are still in high school. I work at a school. They're still in high school. Some of them are 17 graduating from high school. So she is, yes, legally an adult, but she really is a child. She's thinking like a child. So I expect her to make childish, foolish mistakes. But a 40-year-old, I think that he should know better to be in the situation that he was in. Should he have been, you know, upset on fire? I don't think that that was necessary. I think that's a bit much. I think that they took the law into their own hands. But I do think that, I mean, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So.
And Dr. Belliard, many people are wondering, why in the hell are you at an 18-year-old's house? Okay. And obviously, let's deal with that first and get your perspective, because an adult man should not be going, I don't know, go ahead.
Well, my thing is, we can debate all day. Should he have been there? Should he have not? Should he be dating her? Should he not?
And then there's the question. Let me finish.
Come on now.
This is her parents' house, not her house.
Now, I understand that, but I will say she is of consenting age. She's 18 years old. My bigger issue is our culture of violence, that we have almost said, oh, okay, well, yeah, he did get set on fire. A man got set on fire. There were,
You don't get that every day.
You don't get it every day, and that was after he was shot. So, and I'm serious though, because my
It's
issue
horrible.
is it's a culture of violence where it's like, well, he signed up for that. But what are we really teaching her? One, this young lady is traumatized. So is this man. So is the community. I know you all played the clip. Here's a man that was just minding his business. He sees standby that have to come by, bystanders that have to come by and try to douse water on him because they're seeing a man on fire. So for the rest of their lives, this is generational now. So to me, the bigger thing is how are we dealing with these issues that come up?
But we're also talking sex, all right? And every man in here can attest to the fact that men do stupid things for sex, always have. You know, if I had to be at work at 6 o'clock and I got a call from a young lady, you know, at 5:15, you know, saying to come over, and it's in North Houston. You know, in my mind, I'm doing math. Like, you know, I can make it. You know, I might be 10 minutes late. I'll make a phone call. Now, would there be an age gap like that? No, that's ridiculous. He's got to be a little bit slow, or she's got to be a lot fast.
Oh, no.
And that might happen. But you know, she's 18. She's an adult. You know, regardless of how we feel about it, it's legal. She can join the armed services. She can make decisions. I think that more focus should have been placed on the daughter as opposed to him. He's a man. He's going to get sex. You know, and I'm not providing any excuse for that. It's creepish. You know, I don't know what this guy's past is, if he was out sniffing swing seats or something in the past, but
Lewis goes for the lowest common denominator. All right, Joe, we want to hear from you, Joe.
All right, so, I mean, the onus is not on the woman about this situation. I mean, this whole men will be men, boys will be boys. I mean, great, we can make that argument and throw that out there all day, but what do we do to actually change that? I mean, if we're so upset that this guy is in the room with this woman and we shoot him and we, you know, set fire to him, what are we actually doing? Right? Besides trying to blame the girl. Well, she should have been more responsible.
She allowed him into the house. You know, that was the big issue. I mean, because I doubt very seriously the parents would have shot a 40-year-old on the street corner with their 18-year-old daughter.
Okay.
So this 18-year-old girl, she can't play victim suddenly after she invites a 40-year-old man into the house.
And we can't excuse the man.
I'm not.
He wanted sex.
But
He's going to get
say
sex.
That she was the one to play victim. Her parents are the ones that responded the way
We're
they
going to stop
did.
here and come back and let you pick up. Remember where you were, Miss Settle?
I sure will.
Remember where you were. We'll be back with the Factor Uncensored in just a moment. We're continuing our discussion on significant age gaps in relationships after mother and her boyfriend attacked a 40-year-old man who was found in bed with their 18-year-old daughter. They also set him on fire. Are these kind of relationships okay as long as they're legal? That's the question. Dale Lynn, let's start with you. Pick up where you left off.
Yeah, I was just saying that I think that Dr. Christine is right. The responsibility definitely does lie on the parents at this point. It is the way that they approach the situation that has turned the entire thing around. Now we're no longer focusing on the 18 and 40-year-old. We're focusing on the responsible parents who made this decision. And so now we can no longer even take a look at whether or not this is right or morally or ethical okay. We're looking at the decision that they made to shoot and set someone on fire.
Is it the case of an overprotective parent or a parent who just loves their child to death, and here's a grown man in their house?
But you're exactly right. Loves their child to death. This man could have died. From what I hear, he has 75% of his body burned. And the issue is now they're not even there with the daughter. So she may be helping him with his wounds at the hospital because they're in jail right now.
Right about that.
You're not going to stop love, right?
That don't even sound right for Lewis.
No, but I'm serious.
May love burn in hell.
No, but what I'm saying is you're protecting her, but now you're not even available to her. And one thing that's important, 18 to 24, that's emerging adulthood, where you're making key decisions so young. You need your parents to be a great influence. Yes, maybe there's an issue with the age difference, but now they can't even sit and have a reasonable conversation about their concerns, about their hopes for her. Because one thing I will say, if the mom is 35, the daughter's 18, she was the same age age, and that could have triggered her when she walked in and saw her daughter in a position that could lead her to, her life circumstances. So I understand the larger context, and I think it's important that we focus on that. How can we really support parents? Because again, I'm sure that was overwhelming for her. But what I'm saying is it's so critical to ensure that that mother also has support in how she handles what happens with her daughter as she's making these relational decisions.
And of course, what we have always seen traditionally in America, many people have been accepting but critical of it, older men, younger women. What makes this different, Joe?
Well, I think part of it, what makes it different is as Dr. Belliard has said, is the violence, right? In trying to blame the woman or trying to say boys will be boys. What's different in this case is that that young woman is going to have to live with the fact that she has now watched her partner be shot and set on fire. And as our panelists have said, the parents aren't going to be there, right? They're not going to be able to teach their daughter if she is so impressionable and so young. And where is she going to get sex ed from? Where is she going to get those life lessons that apparently she doesn't have or didn't get? Yeah.
I'm sure she was pretty educated. It's just my take on it. I'm sure she was fairly educated.
There's Lewis, I know.
I think she was fairly educated on sex, The shooting, I think, depending upon how it went down, as a father with a family, if I see a strange man, an older man in my daughter's bed, and let's say that they're both asleep, let's say that this is something that is, that they have both agreed on, they're both in bed, I'm getting my pistol. That is exactly what I'm doing. I don't know who this man
agreed
is.
To this.
Listen, they're both asleep. They're in bed. I don't know if my daughter is dead. I don't know what's going on. Regardless of the case, I'm getting my pistol.
Would you nudge her and see if she's dead?
I would not without my pistol. I will have a pistol in one hand, and that's just as a protector, because I don't know who this guy is. I don't know. Obviously, if I see a window broken, it elevates things. But she was complicit in this, and this is not blaming her. But she has a lot to be blamed for in this. This would not have happened had she not let him in.
Thank you guys for joining us here on The Fact. We appreciate your time and your comments. Still ahead.